You post that first video to TikTok, you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, and was it 1.5 million views?
It was unbelievable.
Like, is this like, hang on a second, like what is going on?
Right, what you did, I was like, wait a minute, like, is this real? Is this happening?
Hello everybody, and welcome to another very special VIP tournament here on Ultimate Golf. I'm Duff, your host, and these VIP tournaments are a chance for you guys to play alongside some fellow players, community members. We've had pro athletes, we've had celebrities, and today's guest, if you've been on social media at all in the last 3 years, you know exactly who this guy is. He's known for his contagious smile, his positive attitude, and maybe that silly one-armed, absolutely killer drive that he does. We've got none other than my friend, Snappy Gilmore. Oh! Oh! What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Very excited to have you play this VIP tournament. It's a chance for people at home to win some fantastic prizes and to get to know you a little bit here. So go ahead, let's hit this tee shot on number one, and let's get right to it. Snap.
Let's go.
All right, so we've got Snappy playing Banff Springs, which I do believe you played in the real world. Right?
Absolutely. This is my favorite golf course, I would say, so far. Good of a tee shot. Oh, that was not bad. That's a great shot. I'll take that.
So Banff Springs was one of the first courses we had in Ultimate Golf. So in Ultimate Golf, we've got over 20 courses from all around the world. We've got Daikone in Japan. We've got Pebble Beach now, world-renowned course. We've got Bay Hill, Sedgefield, a bunch in London, in the UK, Royal Norwich, couple in South Africa. But the nice thing about this is they're all like true to life. These are actual representations of this course. So let's go ahead, let's hit this approach shot on number one, staring at those Rocky Mountains in the background there of this beautiful Banff golf course. Of course, Western Canada, Banff, Alberta. I'm of course Canadian. I like the Canadian content and the Canadian courses we got. Let's see how Snap does on his very first approach shot.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all, actually. All right, Snappy, let's go back to those couple years ago. So you're out with some buddies, and we've all done this. Like I go to driving ranges and stuff with my friends, and you kind of mess around a little bit. And you're trying to, of course, Happy Gilmore come out, and you try the running swing. Maybe you try shooting left-handed and that. What prompted this beautiful swing that you're now famous for?
So, my friends took me to the golf range for the first time. I was not even supposed to be there. They forced me to be there. That's why I went there. And they tried to teach me how to hit a golf ball, but I just couldn't do it with two hands. And yes, made a play. I could not hit the ball a single time, and I tried like almost 10 times. And the guy got frustrated. He was like, you know what, just figure it out, hit it. And he walked away. And I was trying to do what he told me to do with the grip and everything. And in the process of that, I held it with one hand and it felt really comfortable. I was like, wait a minute, that feels good. And out of nowhere, I just rolled it around my head and just hit it.
And next thing you know,
and it was like,
she gone.
And everybody was like, what did you just do? And it's like, do it again, do it again. I did it again, and that's how it started. Yep, that's how the birth of Snappy.
Well, let's talk about Snappy. So where did that nickname come from?
That was actually back in Nigeria. My friend's brother, he was visiting, and he wrote something in next to my bed with a marker. He drew Mr. Snappy next to my bed, and my friends came in some other time and they saw it and started making fun of me. They were like, Snappy kid, Mr. Snappy this. And that's how it started. It started calling me Snappy, and ever since then, like, we've been calling me Snappy.
It's recognizable. I remember telling my kids that I was doing this, and I was like, oh, you know the guy that does the one arm? You know, Snappy Gilmore. They're like, oh, yeah. I know Snappy, of course.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So that you post that first video to TikTok,
Yeah.
You just post it. It's like any of us. You post something, you're like, oh, whatever. You go to bed, you wake up in the morning, and was it 1.5 million views in the morning?
It was unbelievable.
Like, is this like, hang on a second, like what is going on?
Right, what you did. I was like, wait a minute, like, is this real? Is this happening? And I saw 1.5.
Hey, hit that putt.
Yeah, I gotta make that putt too. And all of a sudden, I was like, why am I getting so many messages from all these like big channels like Sports Center, House of Highlight, and you know, it's like, oh, can we post a video? I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. You know, and I was happy the whole time. And yeah, that's how it just blew up. Unbelievable. I can't even explain that.
So watching your videos, it's very evident, even just chatting with you right now, your outlook and everything is just so positive. Like if you screw up a shot or something, it's not, you don't blame yourself, you don't blame the course, you're like, that's fine, I'll just do better next time. I'm gonna do better. Is that how you've always been? Is that the life of Snappy?
I would say it's more of a growth thing. As I progressed playing golf, I got to learn that, you know, being mad at a shot is not gonna make you better. It's what you do after the shot that makes you better. So that's how I kind of just got that attitude of I have to, you know, like not get mad and just, you know, continue playing.
Let's watch this shot come in at the beautiful Banff Springs. All right, so one-handed, what's like a bomb for you? You're like, oh man, that's good.
I would say average like 250. I'm like, okay, that's all right. You know, that's solid.
Now, what are you with two hands?
Two hands, I'm hitting like 280.
Oh, bombing it. All right, we got our approach shot here on the long par 5, number 3 at Banff Springs.
It looks like it has a curve here.
So you got to go around the corner a little bit here.
Yeah.
There is a headwind, but headwinds are actually it's what we kind of want when we're playing ultimate golf.
3 miles per hour. Let's see what I can do.
So we're gonna watch Snappy make his approach shot on number 3.
Come on, give me a good line.
He's using that 4GT ball. I think one of the best looking balls in all of ultimate golf.
I'm putting.
Oh, he's not using the 4GT. We got a little anti-hero ball going. I just saw the red on the side. We'll fix that. We had a long putt here for eagle. How many eagles you got? Real life.
Real life, I think 3.
Are you actively golfing much these days? Like 18 with 2 hands, like trying to put up a good score?
So lately I've been like playing 2 hands and then kind of mixing it up with 1 hand. Depends on what shot. I think my strength and my weakness is basically I just feed off with that. Like what am I good at with 1 hand and what am I good at with 2 hands?
I saw you even chipping with 1 hand in one of your videos. I was like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
And then it was decent.
Yeah.
Like he was good.
I chip 1 hand. It's really hard for me to chip with 2 hands.
So you grew up in Nigeria. Did you grow up playing any sports or anything?
Yeah. I played basketball a little bit in high school. Tried to run. I was like the slowest, so you know they put me out now. And a little bit of soccer, just if they need an extra player, then they'll put me in there.
Yeah.
Because I really sucked at it.
And man, there's been PGA pros commenting on your swing, saying how hard it is to replicate. But then we watch TikTok, and this is actually one of my next questions was, so the fact that you put out so much content on TikTok, does that kind of ruin it for you a little bit? Do you like not watch as much TikTok now? Or are you on there looking for people that's trying, like, who's hashtag Snappy Gilmore? Who's trying my swing?
I definitely do scroll through videos, a lot of dog videos on my For You page.
There we go. There we go.
I scroll through it and also just check and see like who tagged me on a video or you know tried my swing, you know, and just comment on the video because it makes it a day. So
there you go, people. You know, you just found out he reads the comment section. That comment section could be a scary place sometimes, but Snappy is reading the comment section. I do go through the comment section. So make sure to post a comment on his videos, see what the guy's up to. We started off with a par on 1. We go eagle, eagle, eagle. Snappy Gilmore sitting -3 after 4 here on his Ultimate Golf VIP tournament. Some of the coolest videos I've seen on your TikTok are you going to the driving range and you're like this dude in the next bay is trying my swing. And you're like covertly like, look at this, look at this.
That has happened a lot. Like I found myself on the range or probably Topgolf or something, and I just see people try my swing, and I'm like, there's no way. Like this guy is actually like, I'm here and I'm seeing somebody try my swing, and he doesn't even know I'm there.
No clue.
You know, yeah, it's amazing.
If you go to the driving range, are people like hounding you, bugging you all the time, or do you actually get a chance to like get to practice?
Right now I do get a chance to get a practice in because I cut my hair off. So,
but as soon as you put those glasses on,
as
they're
soon
like,
as
wait
those
a minute, I know that
glasses
guy.
are on, the
I know
pony's
that
up,
guy.
they're like, yep, that's him. There's no, yeah.
Speaking of golf or the style that you have and that, do you have a favorite golf attire that you would wear, like to say out for 18 holes?
I think I just go like depends on how I feel that day, but most of the time I would wear like joggers, like take my Yeezys, maybe wear a hoodie or like a long sleeve shirt.
So we see the shirt you're wearing today, a little Snappy Golf.
Yep.
Is this something available to everybody?
Absolutely.
Tell them where they can get that.
Hey, it's on my profile. It's Snappy Gilmore. If you go on there, you see it on the link. You just click on there and you can get yourself some.
Golf forever has been a gentleman's sport where you're encouraged to like be quiet on the golf course. Like no tomfoolery, you got to be respectful, you got to wear the proper attire. We've kind of seen a shift in the last few years. More and more often now, guys are bringing speakers out on the course. I love having music on the course.
Yeah.
They're maybe dressing a little differently, not all buttoned up and all that. And you're even seeing it like with the Live Tour and some of the stuff we're seeing with TikTok and that. People are having a lot more fun on the golf course. And I think that's directly because of people like you and the changes that you're making. Have you noticed, have you ever gotten like trouble when you've been out on a golf course and filming? Because the marshal come around and been like, hey boys, you gotta settle down. Or are you just out there, they kind of embrace that you're just out there having fun?
So yeah, I've had both instances where like people are like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. And people are like, nah, you can't do that. You have to go through this, legal, whatever, with the course. And even about clothing too. Like I've gone to a golf course and they're like, nah, you can't play if you don't have a polo shirt, and I have to like either buy it right there or
right in the pro shop.
Yeah. So yeah, I've had a couple of experiences like that, and it really pissed me off. I was not happy because I'm like, it's just clothes, man. Come on.
It is. I definitely can see a change happening. I mean, the fancy country clubs that you're paying the huge bucks to join in that, maybe they'll stay in their ways. But I find more and more often now, like you go out and like I'll go out with my buddies, there'll be four of us, and you'll see a few other foursomes out there that do. They got the tunes going, they're having a good time. You might even hang out with them at the turn, right? And have a beer or whatever. And I think that translates directly over to Ultimate Golf. So if you're thinking about downloading Ultimate Golf, it's like new age golf. It's not this old stuffy golf of years past. It's about having fun. It's about making friends, being part of a community, and all that. So I can honestly say some of the best friends I have in my life right now are people that I met playing Ultimate Golf. And here we've got Snappy Gilmore on hole 7 here at Banff Springs, the long par 5. Let's see you move that target actually over more towards the pin. And if you push it up more, it should switch your clubs. Yes!
There we go.
Now if we add some top spin to this, you know how to add the spin now.
So you go up.
Yeah, so we're gonna add some top spin, and now we're gonna give it a full-on Snappy Gilmore swing. Just give it everything you got.
Okay.
Like everything you got. Pull all the way down.
Just like I'm swinging
all the way past the ball, all the way to the bottom. Yeah, we'll get into some overpower here. This is like one of those, all right, I'm gonna bomb it over the net at the back of the range drives.
Yeah, that was crushed.
Let's see where this goes. It's gonna leave a nasty putt, but at least we're putting. Oh, get down and up that hill, please.
Go. Ah, that was...
So, all right, so this is gonna leave a nasty putt, but at least we're putting, and you're putting for eagle. Some of the best moments I've seen on your TikToks are you setting up for like a long par 5, and you can see at the beginning of your goal, you're like, all right, I'm gonna get on this green in 2. Now, one of the videos we saw at Banff, you might have had a little look-see into the woods for a little bit. But the smile that you get on your face when you actually drive 1 and 2 and get on the green in 2 is like, it's infectious. It's like, you can't help but like smile. Be like, I gotta watch more of this guy.
That's what you want to do.
He's having so much fun.
That's exactly what you want to do in the golf course.
So we talked a little bit about courses maybe giving you a hard time. Have you filmed any like bloopers that you're like, oh, I better not put that online?
Let me see. One blooper.
You can think about it while you hit that putt.
Yeah.
I told you this would happen. I did it too.
That's true.
You're like, I don't want to play. I just want to chat.
Oh no, I missed the putt.
Oh no, we've got a missed putt. I've seen enough. I don't want to insult you, but I've seen you putt enough.
Yeah.
This is kind of indicative, maybe, of the real life Snappy putts.
Yes, I really suck at putting in
Don't
real
worry,
life.
I'm horrible.
That's true.
I'm horrible.
That is so true. I kind of forgot that question.
It's fine.
So into
it was your mother's maiden name, the street you grew up on, and no, it was any bloopers or anything.
Okay, I think there's one where I hit somebody's window.
Yes. For real?
Yeah, please. I can't remember.
Wait. Wait, no one's listening. Did you leave a note or did you just take off?
I took off.
Yes.
I didn't wait. I took off.
That's why he cut his hair. Yes, I know it now. You cannot tell me otherwise. This is about 3 weeks ago. It was.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I did not waste any time. Me and my buddy got in the car and we took off. We did not waste any time.
All right. Obviously, he's kidding, and this didn't really happen. What a fantastic story. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Snap. So if you could have a dream foursome right now, so you and 3 people playing golf, what? Who you pick?
I would say I'll put Tiger Woods in the back for sure.
You gotta.
That's a
You
must.
have to take Tiger.
I love soccer, so I'll look into like who plays golf and soccer. And one of the great players that I know is Garrett Bill. That third one, I think, is it okay if I put a professional golfer in?
Sure. You've already picked Tiger, so we've established that's allowed.
Let's see. What's the third? I would say Bryson DeChambeau. Fun seeing him hit it.
He looks like he has so much fun when he plays.
Oh, 100%.
So he's famous for hitting that drive at Bay Hill. Is it 5 or 6? Can't remember. The long par 5, dogleg left, over the water. So we've got that game. We've got that course in the game, and you can replicate that shot.
That same shot.
I've put that in the water. Eagle! Attaboy.
Number 4, 5.
So here we go. Front 9 is done. Snappy Gilmore, -9, after 9, here at Banff Springs. All right, we're back with Snappy Gilmore. Now we're talking about Bryson. He just looks so much fun to like hang out with for a round of golf.
Yeah. I actually hung out with him one time. We went to Top Golf and they were just hitting balls over the net like it's nothing.
Is he insane? He hits like a 9-iron, like 190 yards. Like he's
his numbers are
beast.
Unreal. It's not normal. I feel like those guys are aliens. They're not just normal golfers.
So I like asking people at the turn. So when you're normally out golfing with the boys or whatever group you're with, when you get to the turn, are you all right, let's stop, have a hot dog, maybe a beer or a pop or whatever? Or are you like, let's just go to number 10. I just want to get there.
I definitely always stop to get some food at the turn. I love eating. So
what is your go-to middle of the round halfway house meal?
Hot dog.
Hot dogs?
Yes.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I love a good hot dog.
For sure.
Okay, now let's move this target so it goes in the hole.
So you move it to the
so you
right.
just move that. There we go. Make it so the end of it goes in. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
all right, folks, if you didn't know that, you can go in, you can zoom in, you can zoom out. It's very intuitive, just like going in and out on a pitcher.
Oh, that was...
Now, it's a quicker needle here. Oh, great left. You pulled it. This is like you're coming around the head.
Yeah.
And then it comes around a little too quick. Which shocking. Now I need to know. Like, no, we're not going to tell anybody. Yes, we are.
Uh-huh.
So when you put these videos online and we show you just dead straight, you got that little nice little power draw, power fade even going on the. like, is that 1 out of 10 and you're just posting the good ones? Or are you actually consistently straight and long like that off the tee?
I think I am pretty consistent. If we're talking a scale of 1 to 10, I can say 7 out of 10.
See, a regular person with 2 hands can't put it in the fairway 7 out of 10 times. So it's kind of been fun. So we've seen like the evolution of Snappy, where you started off, all right, here's this one-handed thing I kind of, let's say, created. And so it blows up, and you end up on all these media stuff, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, like, I'm a new dude. And then all of a sudden we start seeing a little more like tricks getting into that. Are you working on anything new? Like, what's the next Snappy trick that we can expect to see?
So right now I am trying to learn how to add more like juggle tricks. So as I juggle, do other stuff like flip the club.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten into that, but yeah, those are like the ideas that I have for this year that I'm looking to, and you guys will see some great content.
I love it. It's exciting every time, because I can only watch like someone do like a baseball, flip their bat, and then hit a trick so many times. But every time you watch one of your videos, it's like there's something new. And I also expect you to miss it every time too, and I'm always shocked when you actually hit it. I'm not kidding you. Like, if I take the kids to the range and that, I guarantee you I will see somebody trying your swing every single time. Every single time you can see it. And it's 6-year-olds, and it's the dude that's like 74 over there. But his thing, he looks around first, right? He's like, make sure there's no one watching.
Yeah,
and then he's like, and he's always down the very far bay by himself. And you can see him, you're like, I know what he's going to do. He's going to try the Snappy swing.
I thought it was just gonna be the kids, but yeah, I see older people tell me, "Yeah, I like this way." I'm like, "Wow, that's cool."
And it is pretty cool to know that, like, it's the Snappy swing. Like, you got to swing. Like, you can say that to anybody, and they'd be like, "No, that's mine. Like, I made this.
That's
like,
my
this
trademark.
Is me.
That's me." Jeez.
So let's talk about TikTok a little bit, which is obviously your biggest platform, approaching 3 million followers. You're approaching 100 million likes. And I think your #1 video on there right now, over 35 million
I think
views.
I have one that is
You have 55?
53, I think.
I didn't scroll enough, apparently. Has it sunk in? Like, are you like, man, like, this is, like, how? like this is incredible.
Yeah, I think I've had those moments where like, is this actually happening? And sometimes I don't really understand how much fame I have until like I had this one experience where I met Steph Curry, and me and my cameraman were arguing. Like, dude, he was telling me, "Hey, he probably knows you," and I'm like, "There's no chance that he doesn't know me." And he was like, "Yeah, let's bet, and we'll see." And all of a sudden, we was waiting for them, and they were walking by, and I said hi to his dad, and the dad waved back, and he was walking past, and he came to me and stopped, and he was like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "No way this is happening." And he was like, "You still doing that, whatever?" I'm like, you know. And then he laughed. I was like, "Yeah, we gotta play sometime." He was like, "Yeah, for sure."
Okay, so this is gonna be the hardest hitting question of the entire night.
Okay.
So you used to follow 267 people on TikTok, and now you only follow 87. All right, what's the story there? Let's hear it.
Okay, so it was, business basically came to it with my old team. We talked about it, and it was like, all right, we have to be more precise with what we're doing when it comes to business and personal. So if you look, like, I have a personal account on Instagram. I don't have a personal on TikTok. So it just came down to like more of like the business structure. Like, okay, why am I following people that are not like helping me business?
Makes sense. Completely makes sense.
So yeah, that's how that came about. No offense to anybody. I'm so sorry.
No.
I love you guys.
Who's the most famous person that's like DM'd you, or you don't have to answer this, but you kind of do because you're stuck here right now. Has anyone tried to like slide into your DMs or anything?
Oh, y'all got me on the spot, man. This is not fair. Okay.
All right, you can hit this putt. We can move on.
Yeah.
So playing golf and this super unconventional, awesome swing that you've got has opened up like so many doors and opportunities for you. Like you just said, you met Steph Curry and he knew who you were.
Yep.
You got to do the NFL long drive contest. You got to play 3 holes. Did you play 3? Maybe you played more. Max Homa. Like the stuff you've done with this. What has been your famous or your most favorite like opportunity you've got because of the success you've had?
The most like incredible moment that I don't think I would ever forget in my life is when I hit that that shot on the 16th hole at Waste Management, where it was nerve-wracking. I've never done anything like that. It was so many people,
which is
there.
insane, right? With all those people and knowing that if you pooch it, they're gonna throw beer on you.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I'm sure some people did. I was just not close enough, you know.
Were you shaking a little? Were you like, oh my? Do you get nervous?
Okay, so big secret of what happened that day. I was so scared and nervous because I've never hit a ball in front of that much crowd. I wanted to back out. I told the lady who brought me there, I was like,
I'm done.
PJ, I was like, I don't think I can do it.
Really?
She was like, your name is up there already. You are here. You have to do it.
They would boo you so, it would be way worse to back out.
Because I watched JaVale McGee in front of me hit somebody. No, it was my buddy Matt. He used my club, but he was so tall that, you know, it just didn't fit him. And he hit somebody on the leg, like a cameraman. And
you're like, no,
I'm not
even risking this.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do this.
That kind of goes back to the earlier question of golf evolving a little bit and changing. Is you get stuff like 16 in the Waste Management, which is basically just a huge frat party.
Yeah.
And they're playing some golf in the middle of it. Nice bird there, by the way.
Thank you.
If you were to design a tournament, what is your, you know what? I'm Snappy Gilmore. I'm a little bit of a celebrity and I get to make the rules for this golf tournament. What are the Snappy rules?
So whenever I go to any golf tournament, first of all, I go with my 8 mulligans, you know. I don't care what anybody says. I walk in with my 8.
Breakfast ball.
Yeah, exactly. I would probably give each player like an extra shot or so. Maybe like give them like 2-3 shots and
I love it.
Just make it.
Some of the best golf I've ever played is with buddies where you're like, you know what, guys, let's each take, we get 1 mulligan each nine or whatever.
Right. So.
You know what? I love it.
Could this be a good shot?
Seeing how we have you designing tournaments, let's have you design a golf course.
Ooh.
So in Ultimate Golf, we've got over 20 courses. All but three are real life courses. We have a few that are we've developed as a company, right? And we've just like put those together. If you were to design your own golf course, like what kind of stuff would it feature? Like, would you want like crazy fairways where you got to be accurate, or do you want it like all downhill off the tee?
I would definitely like some mountains around. I would like the hilly vibe, you know, even though I don't like playing in a hilly vibe, but it just makes it more fun, you know, hitting those difficult shots, whatever, and try to make it friendly in the terms of like the fairways being wide, not really slim.
I like a nice wide fairway. It is fun to just blast it off the tee, right?
Yeah,
and
just like
with tight fairways, you're not always able to do that.
Just like that one.
Oh, look at it. She's in the air.
Yep. Right on the fairway.
The anti-hero.
Right on the fairway.
Making its way down the fairway.
Yep. 290.
So now we've got 18 coming up, though. We'll get there in a minute, which has a couple nicknames within the Ultimate Golf community because it is a very, very, very long par 5. And for a long time, it was unreachable. Very reachable now are some of the new balls we've got. Have got up there in power. We're up to like 10, 11, sometimes 12, even 13 on the power now. So holes like 18 at Banff have become reachable. Of course, we've got pins you can use. So if you haven't had a chance to experiment with those a little bit within the game, make sure you check out some pins. But here we are, 10 feet, 776. That's all right, man.
Yeah.
So how the tiebreaker works basically is it starts at 900. It's a 999 if you drop it, but if you miss the shot, it starts at 900, and then it gets one lower for every inch that you miss. So if you were to miss by 3 inches, you would have got an 897 there. But look at this, we're in for birdie. Heading to number 17. We're at 15 under, very respectable score. So when you're driving around, are you a listen to music while you're golfing guy? And if so, what's on the top of the playlist right now?
Yes, I listen to a lot of music. I would say I listen to a lot of gospel music because I'm a Christian. So that's like my favorite.
Yep.
When I'm playing golf, it just gets me calm and I'm just in my zone.
Is there any routines that you do before you golf? Like, do you have to hit the range before you go? Or are you able to just walk up? Do you stretch? Do you warm up? Do you use certain balls?
So usually I try to get a good amount of balls on the range. I hit some balls and then I go out. But like lately I've been going late, so I just I just run up and try and get to my tee time. And I notice I play pretty well when I go late, surprisingly. So I usually like to warm up and get some hits in.
What's your personal best? Like, what's your best score that you've shot?
Okay, so I broke what was it, -1? It was par 71. I think I shot a 70.
Seriously?
Yes.
That is incredible.
Yep. I shot a 70.
Well, I think the stat is like 90% of golfers can't break 100. So for you to get to a 1 under is absolutely insane. Look at this. We're chipping with the hive. Oh, no. Did you leave that short?
Yes, I did.
All right. Let's watch to see how you play 18 here.
Ooh, I love this hole.
Do you remember golfing this? Remember the big pile of poop that you found in the middle of the fairway?
Yes, I did. I hit a crazy shot on this 18, on my second shot actually. I hit it right and it hit the trees and came back to the fairway.
You're like, yes.
I was like, what more can I ask for?
It's all that gospel music, I tell you.
Yeah, that tree right there. Yep.
It's that one.
That one right here.
We should change the color on it in the game and put like a placard on it, Snappy's tree.
Yeah.
And then you also had a funny moment in that video too, where you were, it ended up being funny. It wasn't funny that you put the ball into the woods, but then you were in there and it was just like balls were growing out of the ground. You found like, hey, look at, there's just like a pile of balls. I'm like, that dude definitely planted those.
Snagged
but now
him.
I'm like, you know what? I don't think he did. I think he's genuine. He seems like a pretty honest guy. He's definitely shared some stuff with us today.
Honestly, I snagged those balls.
But
I just saw them sitting there.
You're like a famous, you're like a household name, and you're still trying to grab free balls off the
yeah.
on the side?
I don't pay for golf balls. I just go and grab them on the golf course.
2.8 million followers on TikTok, and he's just like us, people going around looking for pro V's on the side.
Absolutely, that's me. I do that every time.
All right, let's finish off strong here, Snappy.
Come on, give me a good lie. Come on.
We're gonna hit this putt. And a very, very respectable score here by Snappy Gilmore. Playing Ultimate Golf tournament for the very first time here at Banff Springs. If you're watching this, interested in playing some Ultimate Golf, he leaves 17 short on the chip. And then he hammers the putt on 18.
That's heartbreaking, mate. No.
We're going to finish strong, though. Don't you dare think about this.
If I had missed that.
All right, there we go. All right, it's in the books. Snappy Gilmore, 9 and 6 is 15 under. Wow. So there's the score to beat, folks. Hey, Snappy, this has been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for doing this. I've had a blast doing this. I hope you enjoyed the game.
I loved it. I loved every single moment of it. Thank you for having me out.
No, absolutely. All right, now's your time. Look at that camera. Tell the people what you got going on.
I mean, me being Snappy, Snappy being Snappy. Got so much content coming for you guys this year. It's going to be amazing. We'll have tournaments. Look, this year is going to be a flood of so many good stuff. Like, you know when Santa just brings a basket of good stuff and just dumps it in front of you? it's going to be this year. So just stay tuned and be ready for that.
He's Santa, I mean Snappy Gilmore. I'm Duff. Yeah. This has been another VIP tournament here on Ultimate Golf. Great job, man. Killed that. Nice work. Man. Shitty putting, but the rest of it was good.